Yo, welcome back to another video. Now we have the current update being in maintenance right now, so I thought I might as well go ahead and make this video while we are waiting, and that is going over the events for 8.5. So we do have a couple of events, some that we have had in the past and some new ones. So here is the first event that we have. It is a mission that happens every single day, I believe, or it's just you have these 7 missions that we have that you need to do, and you can then wish for one of the 3 things here. You can either get 200 trait rerolls, 1000 gems, or a Vanguard familiar selector. There are currently only 2 Vanguard familiars in the game, that being Sukunas and that being Gojos. If you don't have Sukunas, I do recommend maybe going for that, or of course the 200 trait rerolls is good. Without 100,000 gems, I feel like it's so pointless because we need to summon 2,500 times, and if you're doing 2,500 summons on the gem banner, that equals to 100,000 gems. So I feel like I Wish for Wealth is kind of pointless. So yeah, definitely the trait rerolls or the Vanguard familiar is pretty easy here. But as you can see, it is kind of just something that will take time to do. Evolve 20 units, clear 100 stages, summon 2,500 times, 50,000 takedowns, obtain Broly Super, which means that you do need to get the Vanguard unit. This is not the event that actually lets you obtain Broly. It's just something additional alongside that. So yeah, do keep that in mind. Oh yeah, it says right here, the login for 7 days straight that you need to do. Okay, moving on to the second event that we have. This is Elemental Confluence. This is like it's like the Dokkan, I forgot what it's called. Is it like rush mode, where you're kind of making your own modifiers and making a difficult stage, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, here are all the modifiers for it. We have all units Monarch, so this makes it easier for you, but it does reduce the amount of points you get by 500 points. But as you can see, health multipliers, speed multipliers, you can give them all different mutators: energy drain, blinded, resilience, solidified. We have champion modifier, revitalized modifier, 6 times HP. We have all bosses get wormhole, which is kind of crazy, and all bosses get mind control, which is pretty nuts too. And then we also have disabled traits. This is definitely what I'll be making a video on, going over this as well, because I feel like this is pretty interesting to try see how many points we can get within a single run, the highest amount of points. I'll try to figure out something, and then I'll also probably have a strat that is kind of consistently be able to do pretty easily for people that do want to go for the mount, which you can see right here. As you can see, it is a pretty cool looking mount. And then also you do get yourself extra coins as well that you can then spend in the shop. Next we have the Innocent Trials. This is the same thing as trialing out the previous units. We can check out all of the units from the update, excluding the worldlines, that being Broly, Gogeta, and Frieza, which is pretty cool. And I'm assuming it's going to be 3 coins or maybe 5 coins per completion, so we can then spend that in the shop. Next up we have Innocent Anger. This is just evolving the units. You can get a total of 95 event coins, it seems, and then yep, spend that in the shop. That is very simple. The Strongest returns, and it is a permanent event now. This is over 10 days. You have to clear 25 stages with Gojo, and after those 10 days you can get Gojo's glasses. This is a permanent thing. It's just kind of annoying on how long it's going to take. It's 10 days now instead of 5 days, so yeah, that is completely fine. Maintenance is going to end in 8 minutes, so I got to be quick with this. The next one is the King Return. It's the same thing as Gojo's, but it's Sukuna's event, where it is a permanent event and you need to clear 25 stages every single day to be able to get Sukuna's finger. These 2 events are permanent, so they're never going to go away. You just need to clear 25 stages a day for 10 days to be able to obtain these familiars. So I highly recommend going for Sukuna's one, because he is very good with and without Monarch. We have Recurring Decadence back again. It is 8 durations. It's the same thing as before that we've had previously. Clear 25 stages to get 20 event tokens, and then we can spend that in the event shop. We have Evolution Madness once again. That is another one. This time it is for 5 days, so we're going to get double green essence from legend stages 3 times for those 5 days, and then 3 units that aren't from the most recent update. We have their essence halved, which is very nice. Next we have Odyssey Outrage. Same thing again, doubling Odyssey rewards. It seems like this is going to be one that comes back every single update. And then you'll see, going on to the next one, we have Familiar Folly. This is the exact same thing as last time as well, so we don't really need to explain too much about it, but but definitely a really good event if you do want to get those really good corruptions on your familiars. Raiding rifts is back again, and it's for 5 days this time. Rifts spawn every hour. I do hope that they do make events have a bit more of a variety instead of kind of just repeating the same events every single update. But as you can see, something shiny is now back again. 2 days, double the chance of shinies, and then we have our final event, which is Shining Sun for 2 more days, and this is double iced tea gained during this time. So yeah, that is going to be all of the events. Definitely would get on top of doing the King's Return and the Strongest if you do not have those familiars, because they are very, very strong unit familiars for those units. Even if you don't have like any great units, if you do have Gojo or Sukuna, it turns them to very strong units regardless if you have the Monarch or not. So like their placement damage is very good for any sort of stage to play. Like traitless, it's around 10,000 each. Sukuna is just, I feel like, is way better. Gojo's more or less like, is very good with the CC. But yeah, it is pretty basic. I do want to see what the elemental confluence would be like. I think it would be pretty cool to play. Yeah, but yeah, that is pretty much it. There's not really too many crazy events that are going to be happening, but cool to see that we do have some new ones. So yeah, I appreciate it if you guys have watched this far through the video. See ya.